is to absolutely everything else. And what we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we're on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one. And the new one, the new accounting, is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also, this new money will be sovereign in nature. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private. But what I see are superpowers introducing digital currency. The Chinese were the first. The U.S. is on the brink, I think, of moving in the same direction. The Europeans have committed to that as well. And the question is, will that new system of digital money and digital accounting accommodate the competing needs of the citizens of all these locations so that every human being has a chance to have a better life? Because that's the only measure of whether a world order really serves.
Ain't no microchips! It's June!
I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, I.U.I.C, double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. And this is your fellow servant, Arya, back with another lesson. And guess what? It's June! Hey man, it's June. And as you can see, we got an article here from FinTech, and it reads, Top 6 digital payments countries about to go cashless. With digital transformation, the transaction landscape is leaving the concept of cash behind. We list the top 5 countries going cashless. Mobile payments, e-wallets, tap to pay, and of course, debit and credit cards are now the most commonly used payment vehicles globally. Cash is dying out. Used only by a limited number of vendors in general, by an aging demographic. Children today track their pocket money through super apps with piggy banks and coin purses viewed as relics from a bygone era. The age of digital currencies encroaches ever closer as notes and coins and are gradually being replaced by new technologies. So the top 6 countries that's leaving the cash in hand and going cashless, the United Kingdom, number 6. Despite its being the fintech leader of Europe and only second globally to the United States when it comes to fintech enterprise, the UK sits in the 6th place when it comes to swapping cash for 100% digital transactions. According to a study by UK Finance, use of cash at the point of sale has decreased by 35% since 2020 as a direct result of the pandemic. Number 5, Finland. While they never made much headway at Eurovision, Finland is speeding towards a cashless future and could even overtake its current European rivals on the leaderboard. Finland also currently ranks second to Ireland in terms of frequency of use of cards. It is 5th in e-commerce spending as a percentage of the GDP and number 3 in online banking adoption. According to the Bank of England, Finland is predicted to become completely cashless by 2030. Number 4, the Netherlands. With 91% of the population of Holland having embraced digital payments and debit cards, carrying cash in the Netherlands is not commonplace. But research shows there is a natural reticence to embrace credit, a cultural unease that may hold up the journey towards a cashless free society. However, the Dutch have adopted new technologies with gusto, with data revealing that Holland is Europe's leading country for cashless smartwatch payments. Number 3, Norway. According to the World Bank, with 98% of its citizens having embraced the debit credit card system, Norway could be the first country in Europe to declare itself cashless. Furthermore, data shows that in 2021, only between 2 and 3% of transactions at the point of sale in Norway were carried out by using cash. Norway's central bank says that only 3 to 5% of all point of sale transactions were carried out with physical cash, with 3 out of every 4 card transactions being contactless. What's more, over 95% of the population use mobile payment apps, and as of 2020, apps were the most popular way of transferring money peer-to-peer, accounting for nearly 80% of all transfers. Number 2, China. In November 2020, China Finance Ministry announced the rollout pilot program of digital yuan, a scheme that saw thousands of citizens offered the equivalent of $40 to spend in an e-wallet as a test to see how well a Chinese central bank digital currency would function. By the time the Chinese Winter Olympics kicked off in February 2022, the experiment has collected 2 years' worth of data and has seen 13.68 billion worth of payments circulated. While there remains a heavily cash-dependent demographic within China, the country is expected to attempt to go entirely cashless within the next 2 to 3 years. Number 1, Sweden. Although it was the first country to issue banknotes, Sweden is the most cashless society in the world today, with just 32 ATMs in operation per 100,000 people, with more than 98% of its citizens own a debit/credit card. It also ranks as one of the top countries utilizing mobile payments, the first European country to issue banknotes. Sweden looks set to be one of the first European countries to get rid of them. Another area that Sweden is leading in is mobile payment adoption. It is one of the top countries for contactless mobile payments, and some studies suggest that physical cash could be eradicated from its economy by 2024. So here you go, man. So here you have it, man. It's June. Hey, man, we're moving to cashless society, man. Cashless society will end up going to the MOTB. All right. Or, hey, man, if you're in the know, you know what that means, man. Or that accepting that grain of rice in your head or in your right hand. That's what it's going to lead to, man. So here we have it, man. So let's get into the scriptures, man. All right, so here we go. We'll just go right into it. Let's start here. 14. Revelation 13, verse 14. And deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Who deceived those that appear on the earth? Esau, the so-called white man, Edom, Idumea, the damn red dragon, the red horse, the devil, Lucifer, Satan. All right, that's who. And deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. What is the beast? EU, NATO, the whore that rideth upon the beast is what you know as America, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So they're saying they should make an image of the beast. This is what they're telling the world. You need to go along with the program. You need to be like us. You need to mimic us. All right. You need to look like us. This is how your economy needs to be. All right. We doing a global reset, man. We're going into what they call it, the fourth industrial revolution, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So we still in the Roman Empire, man. This is just the new Roman Empire, man. The old Roman Empire, hey, man, he was wounded, but now it's back. It's back and it's alive, man, and it's rolling. All right, just like the scripture said it would, man. So its wound has been healed, man, and it's living. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Who had power to give life unto the image of the beast? The so-called white man. Once again, Esau, Edom, I.U.I.C. All right, the red boy of the scriptures. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And how does the beast speak? Through its media, all right, through its propaganda machine. And it's going to cause as many as that would not worship the beast, all right, worship the image, don't want to go along with the system, don't want to go out here and be a part of the fourth industrial revolution, don't want to be a part of the global reset, that you should be killed, man. And he causeth all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. And what is that mark? That's that rice, man. Hey, man, don't go to that wedding and receive that rice, man. Get that rice thrown at you. I say don't go to that wedding and get that rice thrown at you, man. All right, that MOTB, man. Don't receive it, man. All right, this is the time that we're living in, man. This global reset is ushering in the MOTB, man. The rice that goes in your right hand or in your forehead, man. And he causeth all, both small, great, rich, free, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Who causeth all? Esau, Edom, I.U.I.C, the so-called white man. Okay, he's the one that's pushing this. This is who you see him push the MOTB in the media, all right, in the propaganda machine. These are the countries that's leading it. You saw these European countries I just read off that's leading the way. Besides China. Okay, which China just, hey, she adores America, man. Everything that China does is to be like America, man. So of course China is gonna be with it. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. So you're gonna have to receive, soon come, you're gonna have to receive that rice, man. And you best believe they're gonna have all type of different stations out here where you could receive that rice, man. Just like they had them different stations set up where you could receive that Maxine waters, okay? That poison in the needle. Just like you could just pull up and get that. And it's gonna be the same thing, man. That was just a precursor, okay, for the MOTB. So they're gonna have them same stations, man. But instead of pulling up to get that damn Maxine waters, that poison in the needle, you're gonna be receiving this rice, man. All right, they're gonna be giving you that rice in your hand and in your forehead, man. Gonna be plenty of stations out here where you people could go to, man. That's not wise enough. That's out here blind, the walking sheep. All right, the walking dead, eyes that you can't see and ears that you can't hear, man. All right. So the scripture said, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So what is his mark? That rice. What is the name of the beast? EU, NATO, and the whore that rideth upon her is America. So this is the system that they bringing in. This is their fourth industrial revolution that they want to come in. And the number of his name, that's that number that you're going to receive, that barcode that's attached to that rice that's going to go in your hand or in your forehead, man. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. So this beast system, all right, which is the fourth industrial revolution, is of a man. And what man is that? Esau, Edom, I.U.I.C, the so-called white man. This is his system. This is the new system that he's trying to put in place. And his number is 636, which is that damn barcode, man. All right. That is the barcode that's going to come with that rice that you receive in your hand or in your forehead, man, so that they could track you, man. So that they could keep up with everything that you do, or what they call keeping up with your carbon, what they call that shit? Your carbon footprint. That's what they call it. So they could keep up with your carbon footprint. Hey, man. We here, though. You know? Because it's June. Hey, man. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Shalom.